Steph Curry's first ever postseason triple-double. And LeBron James' own triple-double, a record-tying one at that, wasn't enough tonight as the Cavs will head back home in the same position they were this time last year, needing a win to get themselves back in the series. Last year, of course, they came all the way back and won the thing. Post-game coverage here on NBA TV. Glad you're with us live from Oracle Arena. Matt Weiner, Kenny the Jet Smith, Grant Hill, Isaiah Thomas right over there. Guys, LeBron James in particular had a different sort of mindset early on in this game. Didn't even take a three-pointer in the first half. He was going at the rim. He was producing. Cavaliers still played from behind most of the night.
Played from behind most of the night. And honestly, Tyronn Lue has a decision to make. And the decision I think that he has to make is, do I play my elderly statesmen? Guys who have been there, the Channing Frys, the Darren Williams, and Kyle Korvers. He can play them, but I don't think he can play them together. I think he can play them with the first unit, and he's going to have to do a bulk of Kyrie, LeBron, and Kevin Love. You're on the floor for 41 to 43 minutes per night and for the rest of this series if we're going to try to win an NBA championship, because those guys together and collectively cannot seem to get it done. They're not athletic enough.
Well, the Cavaliers did a lot of things well tonight, but the Warriors, I mean, it was a blitzkrieg from the get-go. 40 points in the first quarter. They put up 132 tonight.
Yeah, they did. I mean, look, Cleveland stayed in the game in the first half. They fought hard, got back in it going into halftime. Overall had 60 points in the paint, and LeBron did come out and set the tone, attacking, getting to the basket. But he's asked to do so much out there. And as Kenny said, those three guys, they had pretty good games. Kevin Love was relatively efficient. Kyrie can be better. But is it enough? And I do think role players, complementary players, do play better at home. So I expect to see better performances from the J.R. Smith, Tristan Thompsons, and the Kyle Korvers and guys off the bench. They're going to have to step up and play better to give the big three a little bit of help.
Yeah, they will. However, no one right now has an answer for Durant.
Yep.
And, I mean, he's the guy right now that's dominating the series. His fingerprints are all over the stat sheet. Every time they need a big basket, every time they need a rebound, every time they need a block. And I'm going to say something that's probably going to shock everybody.
Shock me.
Every time they need a defensive stop,
Yes.
Durant is the guy who's changing shots at the rim, getting the rebound. I mean, you know, the narrative was that, hey, Durant was holding Westbrook back. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, when you look at Durant in this championship series thus far, he's proven and he's shown us what we all thought he was and knew he was. But at some point in time, we started questioning it in OKC. But here in Golden State, you know, he's the best player out on the floor right now.
And Isaiah, you make a great point. We knew he could do that on the offensive end, but defensively,
yeah.
I mean, I didn't think he was this good of a defender, but his commitment and what he's doing defensively here in these two games, sensational.
He showed some elements of shot blocking last year in the playoffs, but nothing like what we're seeing as an individual defender out on the perimeter.
To be honest, the team that they've assembled here is it's not fair, because the responsibilities that he has are not the same. Yeah, he's doing great on the defensive end, but his responsibilities here are different. Yeah, great play. Whatever this play is here and he comes back and helps, he doesn't have the same responsibilities that he had in Oklahoma City. He had more. All he has to do here is make up the bed, sweep the floor. That's it. He doesn't have to do anything else.
So you don't even have to fluff the pillow.
You don't have to fluff the pillow, nothing. And because you're able to do that, he's so much more efficient. And he's got the green light because he cannot be doubled anymore. And who are you going to double? And who are you going to come over and double for? How late did Kevin Love just come over to come help? When he's playing in Oklahoma City, we're running at him when he comes over half court, and we're staying with Russell Westbrook.
Right.
And we're going to let Defalosha shoot from the corner. We're going to let Ibaka shoot at the time. But Kendrick Perkins, you're going to make a play. There's nobody you can do that to here.
No.
He has the ultimate freedom, man. All he has to do is make the bed and sweep the floor, knock it off, man.
The
That's the best player
NBA
in
Finals.
the world, possibly.
The NBA Finals has become his personal buffet. He's got so many choices. A couple of different times in the second half when he was switched out and Kevin Love wound up guarding him. One time he had the option to pass it over to Steph Curry for an open three, which he did. Next time he took Love on the drive.
And Matt, both of your points. I mean, look, the talent he has around him, and then the way they play. everything is easy. He's fresh. It was such a struggle for him at OKC. Every shot, he was, 2 people on him, and he had to do so much. So you're right. He is fresher. He feels better. He can save it. He doesn't have to carry the load on every possession. And it also carries over, as we said, to the defensive end. Now he can commit more to the defensive side. And we're just seeing him evolve into this all-around, complete two-way player, which I didn't know he had that in him.
And, LeBron had a great game. I mean, he had a triple-double. But the energy that he had to put out, that he had to play with compared to what Kevin Durant had to put out. And this is what we're talking about when Kenny said, all he had to do is, make the bed and sweep the floor. Well, on the other side, LeBron James, to get the triple-double, he got to make the bed, sweep the floor, fluff the pillows, go downstairs, cook the breakfast, set the table, and then feed everybody.
By the way, he had to build the house
like this at times and put it in him.
He had to build the house in the first place.
No,
but at the same time, again, it's like we're here now, and these two teams are competing, and Durant is doing his job, and right now he looks really good.